big on my motor. I got number 2. I want nothing. And so walk out. There's my festival. Let's go promo. Kafa tap and kafa system. You want I'm taking retro. See my I can go on this in your dog. Shopping on the road. Dana, but you're my God. What's that going on? That's the John K. Where's the one road? What's the master way? Guided in the devil. Too so soon, too so bad. One bra, you're not say. One day, oh, Gongar Casa. Let's take it out, boy. Original bird. On the solution, oh, sorry. One must never. The best of Goma. If you're no Yazla, yeah, right. That's also fun. What fat up on the way through? I once a single, now more to one coat. I'm shady. Oh, no more. Basha now, one baby, not a con. It's in Baba, well, get tomorrow. If it's a muffin, one lesson never. Master, my former promo. It's busy, we'll see. Makamo promo. Mr. Como promo. Makamo promo. Mr. Como promo. I'm just a man. Oh, it's a bad, no soul sorry. And Mr. Madina, or to already. That's also good, that's all fire. Oh, that's also good, that's all fire. Hey, baby, but that's all good, come on. Kafa sisumbo. Kafa sisumbo. Ayaye. Put my home. Merko. Put my home. Makamo promo. I was over at Chiamo, Chia, Ubia, Edeba, OBGH, a coso, a jumedi, so I want to say, Umpumu, a year, Bibia, Equoye, Edemawana, and I say, and Yoma Enquoye and Famau. Messi says, Enquoye and Famawa, Yantuboisier, Tempiano, Sebi, and Mepa, Ebeba. Into Nyanto Boisier, O dear Beba, dear when ni a day ni moon, say Yama ya, Mema Wabamumu, the Biarada, Isan say, and your day, O dear Beba, your friend will be, and ye baby din como, ewo, a cosu, ejumedi, eso, na, and ye babe can't, and pipi who sem, kakra, ye ba ababe share and new ma, NPP4. Or mobile or my ye. Sebi, the bia me can say. And yet the bia na ye beba betena ha. Ye be bo NPP for a chi, ye be bo government a chi every day. There be and yes, san ye penno. Entino se sebi e biba na se e ya was yet me be bo de wuru. Ewa ha. And inti nena ye ba no. Ye ba ni say. Nyoma developmental projects are koso ewo Ghana NPP4 ye babe bohu dawuru. Of course, that doesn't mean say bibi enkoyi mintimi emusa no de abejafo ba becoming sa na mo ye NPP4 mo ba becoming say metumi ebusa omo metumi ebusa omo sabi menyini so mba betena ha abetwa ntro anasa abetu emfuturo bi de agu enipani na emumu no se de enkoyi nsusu a me wo ho kwan se ampanyampa senye bibia mo kana mia minim se sebi enye saa nete a me ne wo mo ebeye disagreement enso so ewa ha enu nti no ene twɛn me abadwafo ne beba me wo kodwo ebeba ena me wo kakapɛ enso so ebeba omo nyina omo ye omo a omo di NPP mu akotene ewo US empatamu aha enu nti no bomodna se ene utuni na anase u scroll Facebook na se eba beto ehwa a menko ba bia twɛn ne nyina yenka ho asɛm Ghana man no ehu hia ewo se ehu hia men so ye nyina ewo se ehu hia nti twɛn moma yɛmfa nwom kakra ntumu na menyegye ye friend sen mabadwafo ne tata omo ba be kamensa ye di dwumadie no ebe hyehye so enti no moma yentie enwom ba ko nsa mfamfam afi na yentwɛn kakra na yenhwe mo enjoy enwom yi ene eye bembra ko for said midi kind no no it's all about NPP and no NPP who has and neoma NPP for and the pa omobaye omababe medi kan aka me one person am type boy NPP for chipa me ubia me very 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 critical on nanado me ubia sebi senyoma enkoyia metena ha eka about NPP because of that in intino some of the bloggers need be feel say ya na me propaganda. However, I will accept it. Me policy ni say NPP for net akonya so sesia. Omo na no man ko ya metimi put pressure on omo. Metimi abo omachi. Na omo a omo kan edu dwom no. Omo atimi aka, omo atimi aye amana yie. Enti se ma mo omachi a me kobo NDC fo achi a NDC fo mu ni aban mu. So what you say? And nuntina ya me yesa, and nuntina me bo se enkoye me bo mo mu hu se enkoye. Nemo mu ni se koye na me hu bi e wo se metimi ka. So what you say? Koye na me hu bi nko ade a e wo se metimi ka. And nuntina ne me wa ha, and nuntina me de mabadwafo ba be ka me nsa ne nyina ye den. Ye di enkomo. Ne nyina omo ba no, omo nim de wo on the ground. And Pempi no de me hu ni say and the pa and the NPP for ye no. Omuntimi nka ho asem yie. I really don't know. I stand to be corrected. Ebi amena mabubu nua agu masumu aya na me hu. But I know say omo communicators ne omo ba Facebook ne sa ne oma no. They can omuntimi nton. They can omuntimi nton NPP. Enyumadi a omudi ni yie ema omu nkofo hu sa ampa no ebia MPP for ye enioma enye se omu nye nioma enye se de enye nko na omu ye na emumu no eye ton no mu ntimi nton sa na me hu no. That is my own view, that is my own understanding. So what I say sa na me hu no enu ntini na omu amede omu ba no yi wasum ne tie bi me pacho oye Ghana ni enti efa ho because I ukona se hospital aye yie wo Ghana me pacho ube benefit ewo ho enu nti na ya na ye betena ha ye ka Ghana asem no enye bibia nti abejafo mebejafo me pacho my ready am de mo ka ho ewa aha okay kaka me mo akwa ba
Obanyi obi mejo so
ena kwajo
Obi mejo so
me ma akwa me pacho mo mapo mu tizen
Adom
nem paibo ye de radiasi pa ene de me pacho menyamui ene menyamui me be sama sort mu kakra me jaya mama kamonsem de ba mesna asem Gabana your friend is saying na as your friend's constituency or more to about you or more penning for a question.
Oh, Penny Medase, I metcha, I me co-panelist, Kojo DC. A very formidable force in the NPP. Metcha or more muti winning so. Constituency elections in the Koso. I think say Nramuma. I don't know say no. Other places so yebia. To say me say me constituency Kintampo South to say or moye no say Nra say nene answer. Others a great, very peaceful issues based campaign just as it is with human yibiano babiano bibi ahini to anase bibi to a ye pre entino obehu skirmishes here and there it is to be expected. So what the way human beings were created now, we were not created to experience just one line of action and you're normal with human life. It do baby and then we look at whatever and then we straighten it up. But for somebody to intentionally cause a problem, then also another different discussion altogether. So far, no dear, so good. The places where we've had a few problems, and I think party leaders are taking care of it. And we want to continue to warn troublemakers. Say, Yeni abre. Sa Kamajos are marking time. You call 1, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. No, we need to take that off our mind so that we can have a consistency. And you may be and can you breakage in governance? And Kasasanka ya free one ma Kasamri ya kabi fufro. But we broke it, we be by wa mama ye into Samri yen yasaba because it's our policy and we believe that it is good for the good people of Ghana. Yeah, twaso, and then we're going to pick up new ones and stuff like that. And the troublemakers within, no, they need to be careful. They need to be warned. If you be a man, some for whom now me na wish to send cafe be answer kakaka or when we women some for no, because I did do how to say it makes no sense, but to be the children anything or a part of you until you deal with it. What they say, fear, yeah, Utumusa or manu be na small dene. What can one tears here? Obey then. Do you have a tabo? Ni try chana. Until now you try to find a way to patch it and then move on. What they say, and do baby a human development, human socialization, human understanding. Any a yet different.
Okay.
But we need to put all these together so that we're gonna go forward. So yeah, quite no. We believe say Ghana bedroom pempens will be na near maybe unemployment, the fight against corruption, and on infrastructure development, which are the key areas that impugn on elections. As I see consistency for some couple of time. What do I say? And yes, yeah. But our consistency, so much will be depend on how the party, is able to carry itself and do certain things. And internally, you go so. But so far, so good. We will deal with the troublemakers and then we move on so that we make sure we break the 8. Thank you.
Good. And Yemfani said the course or kind queen numnia denedi and the Yemfani said a skirmishes ayana a walk some of the babia said the bear.
Yes. Asante Achimnomne, yes. These are all I think say is it Manshia so there were a few you honum enumniadna the ena formena so there are pockets but necessary in kind say you see in our academic studies right there is a score I'm excellent. We are dealing with about over 38,000 polling stations. So what sample number we are on. You look at how many of the polling stations are experiencing this and then you can conveniently assess and say oh my dear but if there was something I could have done to avoid this, so that next time I don't experience it. But to have an election of this magnitude and say, Bibia and Sikurano, the natures and Yankopon, but Okoha memo, so I want to some you frintino. A hana one some nekaya dinkakara.
Yate, I think I got me say, Kojo, Mamma, quite now so take bear 1 minute to be a chanko for Nafi, Yemfa, initiative.
Obi me Michia, me penny so me communication director, assistant with the Mr. Minya na kono no oda no de kakape na de minya penny kan na kakape kan no me fa kakran so ade ba kwa esie nyina ye hu ne say as MPP for intra party elections sometimes no you say abo bi be kan wa no free ntumom na just free fie. See, you will be beer, your person, ye day, be beer, a year in Central Maya, in 2008. The year, it is a war bamwa, ye barbam over 6 years in me contribute to me quarter beer the boy by me expect to say be beer because Minister Mabano, air by papa. A bino a waswa or ye no mamma Ghana for ye hontoyen. It me stabilize the economy man the cononym. Home say no more, ye didn't say, dear. By a binum so party no more of face or ba be baby. Into say onya and I saw onya dia any embo yina. Says Suban and faces even more 275 constituencies and I see a 2 by this time. Out of 275 for them, 250 echo into a cabaret 25 so as here and Ntawantawa kakrane contingent near the idea bum no crack there was never a way 275 constituencies over 30 something thousand polling stations incident the BNC that will be a miracle. So I say yes, I cry na enye de. By the end of the day, no, the yes amount for who say the President Kufuor can or say we a messenger with the ruling party. Yes, sir, we are general secretary of a opposition party. Because and then I kakapena also na bia ye nyina ye MPP na bia nye nipa bi na ho as long as kakapen nim se me ye MPP ni no me ba ho a obetimi ahwemanim ba se kokoda ne obi foforo a ontimi hwe oni di ye kwa ye kunyina ye prepare no ye prepare wi a ye di kan kese ehia ma ye nyina no se ye beka ye ho abom because wo anya obi so anya se na wo anya wa ha no obi kokonya wo ba bi odo so nani age obi so ne ani ye nyina ka se ye nya nti ye ma no nkode a ye na te se ya na ye di ye ho abro nti no it's about time elections may be call ye ha the normal go smooth ye mbo empire after the elections will come together and fight because bibia Nanado any Dr. Bawumia nominate the MPP yes no si entimi ansum engina ho abese 2008 die na bi o Ghana for ya bre o na sa ye setren ye emerifie ene ye wudai ne ekoto aba de hu si ye sanko ye chi over 8 years biem until this is the time ye wie na ye lusu election no NPP enwi NDC enwi ni o ye nkrofo no bi na apathy na kan no ye o ye nto aba biem and fire home, yet two abandon you winning with 40,000 votes. No, a while no be ever say, oh, Yamana me to Abamano, Yana to Abamano. Satam no what to Abawi, you need any other way apart from 4 years, you besan training to Aba. My repeat is any beam. This is the time, yen come and no ma enyano, Moma yam brabontin yanka said, Yensa, we yes is an empany von sunti, the intimacy stands and you me a breaky 8. No, then yet the first time in our republic, one government what me continue for 12 years and I may catch up. So yeah in the business, so your business matter same. Let me sustain it 10 years. Have they say a bit to me above for month. So say BB extraordinary. But see it me sustain it 12 years in government. By the time you be free, about maybe another 8 years you be mobile kind of you see say Ghana develop to a different level. Businesses amount for creating in will be sustainable. And say every 8 years behind a system now a political business. Now we have banana business about for no in some after 12 years, you have no other choice. Say you let that continuation ebe koso. Until the America say yen and say yen yen photo ha kwan bia so a ye de be winning but ye we are ulusu a no aba ama party na konani.
That's Kojo. Kojo, and I have a car NPP for NPP government, and I say government to Sisu Ogani. Yeah, but some of the developments are a coso Ghana. Some of it, menya where Nancy Anna Mihu, some of them may are aware. And intino, the munimuno. Me name and crop for a year by betty mono moment nank cabina emo dear me one arm at the betujano. Mufa bin count ye who say Ampaniampa mo yajuma and yes a beer 10 piano yes say I mean Mumaye hunu and your ma mo ye and utino answer na meba mo hobi muno Muma mindika and more sa video way your video me a couple of videos to be a mebo but me boss highway dear begin na yentie Adia Vice President or the two and your ma will boss say omo for the first time yenti na yen so if you are ye ba na fe ya to aso nti abusanfo monhwe video we na ye besan aba.
First time in our history, Ghana is implementing one district, one factory. For the first time in our history, Ghana has drones for medical delivery, and Ghana is the world's largest medical drone delivery service. For the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. For the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented a digital property address system. For the first time in our history, Ghana has mobile money interoperability. For the first time in our history, over 80% of adults in Ghana have a tax identification number. For the first time in our history, Ghana is implementing one district, one hospital under Agenda 111. For For the first time in our history, we have digitized passport acquisition. For the first time in our history, we have digitized the process of obtaining a driver's license. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians can renew their NHIS membership from their mobile phone. For the first time in our history, government is implementing a pension scheme for cocoa farmers. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians were provided free electricity for lifetime consumers for a year during the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians were provided free water for a year during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time in our history, government has provided free Wi-Fi to 700 senior high schools, 42 colleges of education. For the first time in our history, government has implemented one constituency, one ambulance. For the first time in our history, government has established Zongo Development Fund. For the first time in our history, we have built more roads in our first term than any first term government in the Fourth Republic, and we are continuing. For the first time in our history, we are implementing free TVET, and we have established the Ghana TVET service. For the first time in our history, our government has implemented free SHS. For the first time in our history, Ghana has paperless clearing of goods at our ports. For the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented the Ghana.gov platform. The future is bright for the youth and for Ghana.
Kakape mame samra hobiem. Vice President Bawumia ene enayete wo aye twagu ye echi. And Pempi no or can say for the first time in Ghana's history. And all these developmental projects ekoso. Adeba ko kacha to no yemfam free ho or say the future is bright for Ghana youth. Kagapesa na ehu no. Future na bright for Ghana youth. Ampa na no kre. Wan kasa wo hwe senior government esi na. Who feel say future na bright. No kre dia the implementation na wo feel say ewo hwa ye de ni beto animo. Development ben customer youth na mo Ghana no. Kape why you know why me too ho.
Sorry. Yeah, me da say for a question. Say you fa the history of Ghana from independence. What do I say? Ebesi samre ya ye kan ya ye nya vice president opanyini or ye vibrant or ye energetic. He's been given an enormous role to play, and he has the nations at heart, and he has the youth at heart. This current vice president that we have. If there is any, we can talk about it and we can discuss it. So, in addition to Nyokayano, for the first time in our history, we've had a vice president. He's been given the trust, the confidence. Beyond imagine. Other people may say other things, but what do you see? What is the agenda from this man? And they haven't said that, no, Penny. Some of the Niamana or a dorsum, and yim, what they say. But the mimity hay say, may share a year, may a network engineer. So what I say, networking is something other than connecting. So, for instance, you come to business networker, who business no what connected, who Ghana, what connected to some people within the West African sub-region, or if you are Accra, what connected with some people within the regions. So the you can have expansion, you can have outlets, you can have a good for business. So now, adia bakwa obaya edana kumaso eye digitization. How do you just sit in one place and do things as if kumasin so wakra? Because the world has become a global village. Among 40 Ghana, businesses were among 40 here businesses were Ghana. They don't know Ghana, they haven't stepped foot there, they don't know there. Among 14 businesses in other places in the country. Now, opinion, Yeah, share in digital space, so the amount of money that is going on in the digital, you have no idea. Transactions here and there. It is all because government has consistently make it possible through the provision of Wi-Fi and access to internet, affordability, telephony, how people can get access and make phone calls and stuff like that. What I say, and we continue to expand and expand and expand. It's very, very significant. So what I say. So you need that. And no, and the way the digitization, the revolutionary of the digitizer in the country now, it tells you, sir, it is not everybody. Once Ghana no attention near you say, Sabaya mama juma. Now I had to say the future is BB for me. But nowadays, opinion obesha na nkwalai ABA Uber na all say online transactions be na all you delivery be and all these things are all made possible through the digital space. And then you're number one. Now, Fabi to say your ID card na adena ya na bohu de urusa. It has to become one single document. Just say and one some can because of how it is connected to almost everything that we do in the country. This is a process that was started by Kufuor.
Hold on, mommy. ID card no emudia he na ye ken die
the Ghana card.
Ghana card no wasem na ye ken.
Yes.
Okay, koso mommy.
The Ghana card wasem.
All right.
Because Kufuor ba no who say yakoba bia at least you have that a year upulua. It identifies you as a sumesi meteha and everything is captured on there. A Chrome Highway, it is either your driving license or your state ID card. It identifies you. They have a series of the green card for those of us that are permanent resident, and then you're going to have the state ID. In addition to other ID cards that you have, but these are the key things that identify and have all the information about you. Where was that? Until Kufuor came in. Kufuor Shasia, Fofi and Tuata 08. Kufuor and Friho. From 08 to 2016. What did you hear about the Ghana card? Nothing. But you know how much money they spent through capacity building, conferences and all that? They spent 100 million Ghana cedis and did not even produce one ID card. Any year experiment. Any year way. And I buy no see that Mr. Bawumia, let's fast track this and let's get it out the way.
Mamimbusa ID card is a no one yentimian fan to aba in 2020.
Yes.
But see waka bibi say enu netimiye bibia. Is there a reason why your mentimian you should that nan fan to aba?
So as we speak now, the last time that we had the data now half of the population and we see a population here 30 point something, 31 million. So we're talking about 15 million people that have been captured. I know it's a number ni biya ba beka. So it could not be the the means. The voter ID card or honoma. Yeah. We don't know what is going to be the means for because there must be the legal to link it up and make sure we have all that it takes for it to become a voter ID card. But I don't know stakeholders and all that will go into that and they will bring it to us, but we couldn't use it, or it did not become part of it because at that time not just about half of the population in the Wobi and most of the voter population did not have, so we needed to stick to the old way of doing elections. So that is the one.
As at the media, you bet me a point blank say at this moment we are almost about maybe at 90 or 100%. So Ubia ID card.
90% I wouldn't say, but maybe about 80% there. I should think, sir. To me, eduho. What I say, but we are yet to have the current data because the way I'm on for panel, you see, one say people are urged to go for it, other than as a government incentivize you to go for it. So we should be getting about 80% there. Yeah, we're gonna get there, and they keep coming up with a lot of means to make it easy for us. One proposal that MPP USA make it to them, which they were they were thinking of, I don't know if it's been implemented yet, is to, for those of us that are here, you could do Ghana near here, you know, is to make it available for us to pay and then get it instead of who could do Ghana, and share need so that we can get it and get away with it. What I say. So all these things are in the pipeline to make sure, sir. It is not only for people in Ghana. After Omawie Ghana, no, they will go to all the nations and go to Ghanaians everywhere and issue that card for you and make it available. After that, no, then, you know, it's going to be the normal Ayera, and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we should have covered everybody. And then we look at other stuff. Because a lot of the... So one thing, the ID card, see, you collected data. One thing that is bringing us no data accessibility. And then you're huge. What do I say? Now, what data means? So you share data na yenyana. You be who say, oh, professionals constitute this, and within the professional bodies, no lawyers are your medical practitioners are your foreigners are your in the country. So when you are able to collect your data now, it gives you a lot of information based on which you are able to plan. And we're going to have in our country data. You bet me, so I can say, oh, you see me, and kwale woman, or mumfie by this age, or my DCSA, and it goes along. Before that, no, you buboy a trim, and I say the sense of seeing a nipa bekahu and all that. Na aja, ni entimi yanko hospital, a young capture, a kurase nomini adnadi entimi. So we are advancing, we're moving forward, and that is a platform for us as a country. And who made it possible? None other than MPP, a party of hope, a party of the development, and all that kind of stuff. Opanyini, Osanka digital addressing system. Ahina wote, most of the nyama yentiminya businesses in consignment.
Agape, mebaho. Who here mebaho. Kojo, Vice President Eka Zongo Development Project. Since you introduce project with Zongo Development Project, me who say Yabeka who be biam. Me who say maintain a baby and I mean who any idea bia yakoye no any Zongo bia amama who say okay. You can't see a Zongo Development Project na at the cry yet me akwa ye e wo Zongo and I say and your my yet me de to kwemu e wo Zongo ye nyina enim sabi ye Zongo se ne ya na city enu ntina me for say e pepa se nka omo betimi aye saa de no na mani gi saa de ne ho pa ba mente ho asem bi kojo bibi wo ho ayakoye a me nim and I say obi nim ana ye an omo hwe me
Medasi obi the edi kan say ampa okase say wonti bibia won say ye buy a second term in president the Zongo ministry no every or Zongo intercity and Zongo ministry ni free ho nti asa ye nti but still no ye wo ye can say ni liaison or the presidency so hwemu besides Astofers ye wo Zongo communities ni ho kono ba no the vice president led by the vice president Ed Dean said on say you call your Zongo communities and I say we are boys they are very good with technology so here in terms of internet and Hong Kong but there are a lot of startups the first minister Boniface and Boniface and I say either Boniface and I say Hamid you can say now
Mustafa Hamid, rather. I'm sorry, Mustafa Hamid.
And Mustafa Hamid, moment, I'm so. Boniface was the first minister, and he switched, you know, and Mustafa Hamid by time yes, I reached out for but why a lot of startups in terms of in color echo into coding and other stuff in terms of technology stuff. On Zongo community, no. Say, and now I'm topic one from my case, me or list be brave. But I know said there are a lot of it, and then now I mean
Kwajo not call Kwajo wasa hello.
Otemega Obi.
I don't Kwajo kasa.
Now I mean I do my member will list of a normal but just the bar of head. Apart from say, Astopher Nehon Konoba for said the Zongo community also is very good in terms of sports. Communities no. Their education, their startup capital, so they are man for a dear Juma Kobe Boha, Mammy Bohabia no, watch it. You mean say, Mammy will watch it, the Krum had you be no. Yeah, what a man no establish it or the B2 ABI internet so led by the vice president. Now we are saying being say, oh, watching us how we're packaging instead of say, but it's a those are all the things that we are investing in the Zongos. Ebwa, Makaranta schools that you teach them when this those things are coming back. So to say, high teachers are at Makaranta now, the Zongo community. There are a lot of things going on. But I say, and no man, I'm a person, no one can say, can me cry, and baby, I mean, when me, me car, Mojuma. It's Obika, and I said, what did they do with the power? Me to me, Yabi, and Fema, but there are a lot of things going on in the Zongo community. MPP about or 2 months, I'll give you a list of things that under the president, Zongo community. No, never be being so, never be being so war Ghana card, na Kakapekano. Yeah, as of 1st July, Uye Ghana Nibiana Uni Ghana card, or bank account is going to be freezing. Untimi enye bibia. The Ghana card no is now linked to or driver's license, or social security number, or national national health insurance. That's how the national ID no babe. Send how do baby ana ubo social security no ana it say ye bibia man. This is going to be one number. Eba san ye 10 numbers so we open business. So one number now and it's going to link to the DVLA, to the Ghana Police Department, to SNET, to all the department agencies. Nyamiya Domoa by 2024 no, and yeah, there is another year kind of saying register for election 2024. By then, each of every Ghanaian BIA or Ghana BIA will be registered. You be use one database that you be who say we ye Ghana near ultimate to a basen or DMV na or driving license. Besides, always said this now. Do you want to register and vote? No, that is how it's going to link. All these agencies, intelligences, are going to link. Indeed, we are moving forward, and data will be the only thing a bit more in terms of development. Because okay, your neighbor had Togo kahaya kepono. Main country, who do Togo. Na obia ya wona akora ya wona free hospital na ya man society na ya man security way social security na ma ikra no nti fiti ne nkola brim computer ma obe free mu no ye nim ye betimi identify obia from everywhere. This is what the government is doing na eja homa amanfo o mantimi anye nti ye hia continuation of our party to move on say na bebo ama development akonanim.
Okay, could you mess about who be move with one more a year kind no which is ambulance and on teaching home. I mean, kakape. Now, Uba can about the digital address system no, and a mikawa no. Me patcho digital address system no, kwaseng adia ekweyipa.
Opani me da so asama makwenya. So, ye bisa say digital address system no kra den. That is here. So basically what it is nene say abane ba ni no hu say enyema bebre hinda because ese say obia no yetimi hunu say ehe na ye hwehwe wa ebe hu aja say so dia osu wuni ba bi da na circle wo da bridge na se aha na wo ni adnade. It is nothing other than baby awo no I for say where permanent place of abode no. Ujina honum na sa oko GPS your Ghana Post GPS a bit generate that a yinamount. Na enono can become your digital address system. That is your location. If you show what a ha any be hunu. So I just here. Uboshema edo beko honum straight up. As we speak, that is completed. Here, so if you don't have the code on your whatever structure, house, whatever, you talk to the Ghana Post for no, To say Chrome has a UPS and answer whatever, they will come and they will make sure say opposed to say the bear or WB no pushema onipakron the bebo to say they had him say Google obo say me kwaka kapefie kakapete 14 17 whatever e Chicago obo a e de obekwa akoti ne fie opan. That is nothing other than what the digital address system is.
Gabe ye cano only in the capital cities na ye can in
David me Jema ye the your friend is saying the district capital enye city a town o the upper crowd your friend village me frɛ kurase akurasi biara wo ho enti wo akura a wo firi no sa wo kɔ na won check ya kɔ na kɔ check wo kɔ fie bi hu na bi mmɔ hɔ no ma omon activate the process of getting the exact address onto the said the be emboss so said the chrome ha obekwagodru sa wonenam Columbus Street and now Columbus Avenue, you see the numbers with the houses, you talk to them and then they're going to come and do it for you. Everywhere in Ghana, anywhere, so call them and then that is going to be embossed on your building or on your property or on your structure. It is done. What Enono a year? Enono gives the business people, something to transact business with you as far as it's concerned. Me delivery. Ujina he. Others here. Etu kwa Ghana says here now Uber need deliveries no opanyini. Koso pao. Valentine twa munimni adnadi. Amafo bebre to fie no order. Others here. Enka me di opanyini ba ko ba so. Nansan bi na Oko Ghana no frɛ say order na aduane na buy no na enye no ofrɛ omo no. Oh yeah, they ordered. That is how advanced we are. Thanks to MPP Aban, thanks to the digitization agenda. Enya bosre muka amanfo ayetie ayi minim sɛ wafidie ewa. Nipa bebre wo Ghana. Enya no kra ombetumi agya we dey Facebook live. Ombetumi aka sɛ okakapa udi ntro. Then we can talk to the authorities and deal with their peculiar case. But government has made that provision. It wasn't there until we took over. What do I say? This is not to say we are not going to do the naming of the streets and stuff like number 4 Akwafu Road or whatever. No. But this was a fast track means for us to get a means to transact business and go about our normal activities. And opinion, it has revolutionized economic situation in the area of digitized, market and stuff like that. What do I say? Very, very important.
Okay. Kojo mami. Okay. Kakapen bacho for anisina men koko jesuba.
Yeka digitization na nkasa no. Then we talk about the drone system.
As a matter of before see about talking about drone no. Metie tama me bought we metie ade ba kwa vice president kan and it caught my attention or say there has been affordability of your friend is internet. Internet is cheap for Ghana because they just can't even buy credit because ade ba kwa me hu no e wo Ghana ne say so we talk credit need go phone so we be useful when you so when do data na ade be chena credit ni nyina akọ enti me pese me busa say because in every situation, our person will digitization, right? And what's up making sure that one, we internet not a solid, in fact, a very, very good and affordability of the internet purchases, and then the bema with digitalization because you want everything to be online. Opposite you use to online more because Vice President is talking about online pharmacy. What is my program or I share online
e-pharmacy.
E-pharmacy or talking about that to what I say. And if I can buy credit, me talk credit, I just me do me data. And sana at me was one tisa Argentina because me say government at taught this company, Airtel company, right? They say a government a government. Etimu the pabisa mubeti amasa company na watono become competitive as a
Hello. Hello. Obi, utimenka. Kwajo?
Ka permit onka.
Obi DNA freezy.
I'm so be there na freezy kakra.
And good because we are talking about internet. Inti hakura ne.
Yeah, problem.
Yasaba back.
Okay,
good.
Oh, I tell for more fan chame because I'm say me internet no somehow no etiko enti more fan chame. So on said na making because say you were on say Ghana no just my main for one question before
Minim ne woka ni nyina ba chechem for the sake of atiefo. Minim ne woka ni nyina.
Way back somewhere around 2005 between 2005 2010 no. Now we share Ghana poster na ye adie bi a omo na vibrant pa na we share na ye wo your friends Vodafone na ye government your friends saying phone company no because say na omo yi ne so your friends saying omo internet ne omo a transmission of phone calls near the so dependable na ye good in intino omunya nipa e ma ne be ye competitive what you say but ye hunu setimi gina ye asat now I to Airtel ye betimi aka say okay Airtel government owned and ye reduce ade no for nipa se be ya omu betimi ababe shem na other ones no aye the same level ama other ones no to reduce ama omatimi aye digitization no ne transactional internet to nyina no omatimi aye bia na so what I say because internet nyefo by vice president aka but internet nyefo kakape and they metimi aka no wa ha
Opanyi me da se etese cheche ne mabi no ye te ase
okay
ayi your friend is saying internet no wo ho ni operations no on say ye sha ase say ye ba no na eye edge and ba 2G and I think 3G 4G and a 5G now edge 2G we no nyina no it tells you the speed of download and it's anima no what they say and no na say wo obetimi download. Most of the phones that we have, unless Ghana na up to a certain level of affluence, phones ne bebre na ye edge compatible, and yet 2G compatible, and they up to 2G compatible, and yet 3G compatible, and yet 4G compatible, and all these things affect your internet usage. I am not a fan of government providing certain services for the citizens. I am not a fan of that because back home from where we come from, no, government has not been good at managing some of your service. There are key things to be our own. Government needs to come in because as I say, government ID card, data, certain things to protect the good people of Ghana. I know there, and a border on security. Those things that border on security are the nation is at vulnerable. No government can at all times take over. But service provision, the government to come, I don't really like it. A socialist system. And yes, no mukra claim to be socialist in the country. They don't even provide social services. Or more and no. Now, internet affordability in Ghana no a relative. So you say the definition of what is affordable no a relative. But I will agree with you to say to certain level of people in the country no you see when we want to talk about no sana and the opinion you Abai echo round giving people phone because they cannot even afford it even in this country. So we are always going to have that affordability challenges. But baby say yeah share minimum what the price is, but share within the West African sub-region and so they say. So you look at the speed of the internet that is being provided and the cost that you paying, then you ask yourself, say, is it within the affordability range? In Ghana, I think so we are in that range. If we are buying them free, like students, colleges, some of these public institutions, are buying them or move free. Maybe we may have to have a discussion with your friend is saying with MTN, which is the biggest provider of money Vodafone, to do and maybe with your friend is saying Airtel, but Airtel population as far as the internet and the your friend is saying phone coverage in the country, and it's kind of on the low side. But government can always come in and help them out as far as all these things are concerned. Now, so we put two way together. At least government has done a lot of investment in there. And by the investment that has been done, what the private sector has added onto it, the price should have been more than what we are paying for now. But this is how much we pay. So we put ourselves into the category of affordability. Opinion, you will be surprised to say, amount for our musi, obi see internet so all day. What I say, it's amazing in the country. There is something fundamental about finances and our way of expenditure now. Sometimes you add it and you don't get it. Now, having said that, when it comes to internet usage, the provider cannot determine, say, at this point you don't want to use it. If you have apps, when you have apps, it is still at the background. So, the provider cannot determine, say, you don't want to use it at this point. And I say, who Facebook and a weather phone at all. They can't know. So once you are using it, it is up to you to know, say, you will pay as you go. A few of them have the monthly usage. But even when it comes to monthly usage, even in this country, up to a certain gig, so we'll go up to that gig, it slows down, even though I have a friend unlimited usage. But unlimited doesn't mean, say, ubenya throughout the, ubenya ABR, 10 gigabytes of unlimited 5G. No, omoteso based on your usage. Into your usage, as I said, we upgrade with the. So there are these variations within the internet usage. We may have to think of how these things work. What is it? So internet you pay as you go. I don't know normally as against monthly charge, so these things will come, but not everybody too can afford that monthly,
Okay.
But the important point I'm making in this, what I say. So, in as much as ABA but to you expensive say me economic activity you cost so kakra I can buy, and that is what we pride ourselves with. Said making the digital space, the internet of things, so available and so to our doorstep. Said we can use that as a springboard to do a lot of things in the country.
Available, yeah. Kakape me no beya they say availability, yes, but affordability, dear. Mean to me, any vice president, any too much, say affordable, so move to me. I thought I dear no as it is now, no. Mamencha and Crawford Oma Abaso Ewa Hanomo said the bear kapa who say muna AD ejumano because me peseya me yi omunina eka ye ho na mu jijuna ejumano PEBG me ma akwaba amwako Margaret ma akwaba mame ampem me ma akwaba Juliet Franco Jo Frimpon Frank Sego me ma akwaba Grace me ma akwaba ena Patrick Simiga me ma akwaba Kwame Awana and so mema akwaba Mola na afi Madam Harriet Pepra Madam Delicious akwaba James Koju mema akwaba Christy mema akwaba Kwabia Champo bro so bro bichiao na Sam G Mensa J Dinah, if I should put it that way, munyina memamo akwaba afi mamin read comments kakrabi ewaha na afi yentwa jumadie so Kwame I wanna say Bawumia always lie. Sana Kwame I wanna who know kojone kagape if you memo akwaba if you memo akwan amwaba so twen kakrama me and Sam G say longitude and latitude address system was already there before NPP came into power, courtesy of Google platform. Sam minimum dear in the terms of we are talk or say or can me jiri se kakape can say digitalization, digital address system. Into probably na ebia na was system no mu, but as we say na ebia ye de akọ yen Ghana ye system no mu no ho asem. I really don't know. Maybe a phone lines no edru ho no mu a na if say opese wo fra and also so na wa fra abaso. Kojo wo ho afia wo ho.
Kojo
Okay. Kojo, my member wo about ambulance na Vice President Bo ambulance system ya introduce you one district one ambulance ye adwuma because na say nneoma bi a ye tetefa ambulance ne ho me ye program wa had to ho ambulance no kam ya esem say half crampo na aseye sisi ho a ebi ye ntimi en repair ne ade ambulance ye adwuma
before I make a I'm say we test about eka say and now latitude and longitude whatever me refer the exact words
right
our existing and okay alphabet 26 alphabet A B C to Z no say
right
but obi ni use no atranse no aka A B L E na ebu meboa obi ena ye nti bibia wo wiase bia no ewo honom aye se wako school no uko school for the body uko acquire knowledge sa knowledge na acquire no na wo ba behwe se eden na metimi di knowledge na me acquire no metimi di bibi fuforo di abo society because ye nyina se ye ko school mu ye ko tira adekro na aden na bitimi nya sa nyansa no fuforo e di ye bibi fuforo ka ho nti no yenka se Google ye ne kokko inventing Google dabi by nyansa fuforo a aban ni nya se metimi aye e dia mape amagana ni bia ugina ofie nimu a you don't have to walk to Google office and I say your friends and Ghana GPS now but the obeya ne say you su phone na okra no na pinpoint to ofie nimu it will generate an address for you and it will be permanent for you your nyansa no trantino say e wo hoda da sase hwan sase your friends say maps be yes, we understand. But everything you Chrome, your Google Map, your Waze, your other mobile, other than say your Google Map that Waze. It's how you build upon whatever system now ever benefit society. And no na buy no I had been why. My member ambulance no Ghana, na sorry and ye bo politicians yet your mind more. Not the whole country or mining in a ambulance in ye 50 pe or biaba or say media my pe or man for you ubi yaria nye de betu bobo ye echi mako kra ambulance mako over 300 and something aba every district bia enya bako or the aba in yafa enipa eye adwuma mu over 1,500 ambulance drivers physicians first aid for 1,500 ya high and crofo almost training crofo almost be CSA ambulances. The culture of maintenance will you come on. That is the only problem. Nanado cannot be in every district. Dr. Bawumia can never be in every district. But we are mind bapano, we have our civic duty. So mind bapano, yeah, the idea we show sir. And then I make sure you have a man for. We are not talking about can say, oh, I'm people of our they are banner at the end I say. My civil servants this are no man show monsano or more public data. What is the accountability? Yen or man for no ye busa because I know na so so na etimi kwa adwuma na edeba one day you hu bi na you see the cement kuragum why are we not calling those people by your career politician na wabomode hu Ghana for hu edo no hu nyansa se me kwakofa de abo ma ya bo am nkrofo no me yenja se obi yare na ye woka na wodi ne betena moto so ba ambulance do a your first aid no ma bebre o mo e betimi take care before as in the hospital no ada na ye mmo sankrofo na mane ye mbo se adwuma we ye de hye wonsa no wo anye ne yie. You understand? It's Juma, but the culture of maintenance, and then the problem of Ghana. I buy a Juma, and fence and you dear. The Bible is saying, Utu kwa na uko baby, a crona ube drew on. kono yokuro ye adwuma na bo mo den ware ma e de tena mu bi nti se ye de adwuma hye won sa eno na wudididi tie so hwe so yie uyi wakomam na ye no je no wanya ho no no wadi ba ofi say ya ban dia na say egu a na osan kwotena fi o say aban madwuma say wa ban mu aban kro na owo responsibility bebre so ye de bo amanfo nti wo de na ye de abre no over 300 no me if any over 1500 for this ambulance 300 no all districts enye driver for nko a omo nurses for omo better ambulance first aid for aha mo friend EMT for omo nyina ye de 1500 nti say wo tena ho na wo district wo de ekwa cement na sey na wadwuma sey na ban ntimi ntwi aka na bi kura pa wadwuma na sey yo ba wo te ho a umfa productivity bi amba na aban sey yisika afi consolidated farm na de twa aka amre kon to wa wonya dwuma oman no na wo pe no nkoso ana sey oman no na wo pe no tiko and then yen nyina Ghana for saying yeah sorry about politicians they are civil servants a omotiti ho a no yentimi yinadi that's what the constitution say about yentimi yinadi the oye bone kura the obeya na say transfer no nefa no ko ba bi foforo obesa ko gipe and there's no productivity yeah mami Kevin me ko tena Ghana 4 months me say me ko give me driving line me ka digitalization ya me do ya pena me say me ko give me license me do DMV me do ya pena me so me say me get license obi a ya fa no a o te DMV obi tam say na o pese wa o get license na me say yes me pese me am get license no o pese obi be ya ma na me say da bi me obi anya ma me pese me am get license o so okay me obi na me say na wo ti ha say ye ntwa oka me ba the revenue about wo ka ten say me fen koma obi wa bonten no onye license na ma me okay me call ura DMV or your friends license officer udro mo room I'm say 17 to 21 I'm say me call 19 me ra we see there be me call me buy I'm say room 6 me samba me sambe ra ho opaninu just so who me kra wo kana enu message just wo na ba ba wo fen koma go boy and I'm say papa me pese me anka me ye o say call headquarters na me am drive to headquarters what they call Jubilee House Walkwan Road no so a hona DMV ko do me busai openia oba ya de na ma me no me see me do 109 something up to 12 no my but guess what within 12 no be do you 2 hours let me cry driving license on my own yeah me fingerprint bibia first me minya man ka say 2 days so the same day even though I was frustrated initially for that few minutes now and I make call headquarters no 2 days so driving license when na me Virginia driving license the man say for driving record a free America for bra me driving record a free America and I'm 20 and I'm the man 2 hours it cost me 756 Ghana cedis meanwhile nipa no take gate na no catch him say me go 2,500 magoro boy it is any point na tena ho a onye adwuma ma futu amra ban botom no ono direct dia ko baby onu abi o se politician emmo o man no enti yes ambulance ni ye adwuma enoma bebre koso by nipa no so a edida no no sabotage o man no me se government almost sabotage o man no emreko a enke so omoboa productivity na eka na ye bo om you use almost 50% of your revenue you generate e be trade nipa 700,000 eka 700 eka your payroll na no na eko ye wi a sika na sa. How do you expect government to be development for any abo man na yes, young conquer a culture of maintenance. The Ghanaian people are to be blamed. Obi nam no na maudidia no atam. Na dia also the beto no car no akoto akune if you know no ato abon thing. We are spending over 20 billion yearly on sanitation. Or no say abontia yefin. Na wo nam na wo to no man go for no. How do you expect say aban no betima yesade ni nyina? We all have to contribute our quota. And remember Kunumati, and remember BBA will be unable to maintain your manager. And yes, idea, Minu me and Babet had the Biakasa, a bambeko, a bambeba. The Ghanaian attitude, if we haven't changed that, that is the cause of your problem,
Me that's it. Could you
no bibi ka wa ha me kira wo
Mr. Kape hold on. Mr. Meba ho Kape hold on. My men your friend say efia Kape unim so unim efia ye obi amene no edi me ni di djuma ewo obg so ono the hosti your friend say anajo enkomo na me so be hosti ekos djumade on Sunday efia kwa ba why ye we no mpacho ma on mute ho why
I will free.
ekwa ba
Obi.
And na jonko mofo ante wonka.
Asamu. Simple.
Share NPP for developmental my year. Ghana. Of course, it be why there be a better habo much bad than idea. Just see a development of my year. And ne because me wo a be me show that Kumasi me show your friends saying Kumasi International Airport, no, maybe a aquacodu. Niso your friend is saying Confanochi Children's Ward, no, baby and Pempenswa could do no, a yemeni so. And don't you know, minim. So the bibe ka ho and our question be and answer only abegafo and people for me nua ba nya enya adwene so a eno so timi kan tia me ma ba 2 minutes bi
Obi, me da se kakape, echebe obi a kojunso me chebe obi a obi say na ye Ghana for the nyina improvement na nyina ye pe e wo man no mu irrespective of party color na de ekeka ho. Obi before me ba men kan ade ba ko ha ejejina mani so a mani ehu ne nne e wo na aba na mo ne page so a in fact asefem hospital de wa krai me we fi me na yi no ne din no enya Confanochi
Kwalebu
ana
moche se munhu ye de a mesre se oba akope ehu e na agba na moa ni page asefem ankasa obi say
and then ekoso
obi sanitation a ewo moche ho no time uhwe ensu a etai inside ho na postmortem mama ye ne niema na uhwe the way a dead bodies ya omoye postmortem so a ebia abusuafo omonye sika kwankwankwankwankwa jomo bodies kwankwosi ya tataye omo na ebi ne mo pro na akola mo na wawu na oda fom na mo chi omo ye adwuma wo ho ebi mpokwa ne sa adwuma we nya obi akatua a wogene less than 1000 Ghana cedis obi less than 1000 Ghana cedis die na ya afa ho ya ye nim se sa adwuma we enna fom sa less than 1000 Ghana cedis asefem na sanitation na ewo ho no obi me ka say ejegina mani so sa me pese wan kasa ko hwehwe na wo hwe osin kwa be fa aduane kwa nya wakono nti yesre omo ka bi yeye no omo mfa mani nko ho na mkonkonko di hu dwuma no mo hia moa ewo mo kire ho enya kra yesi nyema kra na ye de ba ohro mo nsa omo be clean omo pokwan de obi ko oye adwuma no wi a osan so ho ne nsa koto be because omo ni hygienic ayi bia na mbe eye ansa na te say omo hia moa nkasa yesire omo enya fe asefem yesire mpanyimfo authorities munya moa na mkonkonko bo omo because se obi ba wo ne ba pa na ka pese me ma okire man ana me ye funu ho adwuma ebi lady ba ko kwa do se ne ma me kwa disown no ever since oye so be se adwuma ya disown no ontimi nya boy mpo because be ma ba no ho kwa na se obetimi aware oba a oye funu ho adwuma enye ize enti no ma memfa program yi so na se ye fidie kwa akiri a ye sere mu ntwa mani konkonko hwe omo ho na akachia no so mo nya ho adwuma kakra ma omo na enye less than 1000 Ghana cedis de enye na obi yamba MPP fo mpuntu dwuma so omo bo omo ho dwuma ba bi wo ho de ya because ma hu se Sunwan airport no omo di ho dwuma omo ya ade se omo ya ade na eye a ye beka se enye soso a ye beka na ye de akoya nim na efa ID card no ho nsensem no ne pese NPP form platform yi kodwo ne ifame ya oma meyi ma no se ID card no nem friend say Ghana card no e compulsory said obi a outside Ghana obeduma nimu a ye force ne say or passport so still na no e wo so oye ansana we free abana
se ne wo se kan de am se wonim se obi akwadru Ghana ne ya force na na
ane nipa na me hunam so nipa okoye no so only by force na by force sa aba nipa ni on prepare ye onye ya won't fa flight emma back
okay if you you don't need it to travel
Okay, hold on. Kakape. They now person can sign where you were. No, I mean, so we feed there.
You see, there is something about the Ghanaian civil servant. We need to discuss it. One say, Kwadwe, se woba e wo fie na waye asoden na utunifu uye ni oye bia ma no na akwara no say se lo be asoden a you may end up killing the kid or obeye ni bibi.
Killing the Kakape too harsh. Too much, mammy. Killing them, but you free.
Opanyine, my studies in human ade aya na emo bi bebo na yidi tuo obebo na sum no otia aya na eniema kitikiti bio but a consistently na aboali woni pani ma ayi men kai ya but ebia na mo nkan ye what you say ayi Ghana ni babi ewo Ghana ni basekan na asem na ne sen oso won huhuru nkukuom ana wonye household chores. That is what we have. Maybe there's more to it. Enti akwala nkuhuru nkukuom ana onye household chores nti ana wonsua de enti yekunu. Here with your studies, I talked to a lot of police people, especially in Chicago area. Once I handed to pay na kwasropa.
Right.
And you're very insignificant. Now, near me, person make a tree as soon as say. Once you can me on the 4th of March, no, 4th of February, and I'm going to 650 Ghana cedis for 5 passports because 1 week passport near 650. As we speak, mensa can be you see, who could do one more? A binding your money in a guhono, the civil servant, no, and crofono, the people in there, for whatever reason, and only they will frustrate you, they try to fight the system, the digitize, utifino wa fele, uko do why I see and sankaye, minhuno. Now when you go through, now all of a sudden now a pop up. You see, the civil servants needs to help the country. A very important here. Corruption cases are in the country. No, look at what the role of chief directors. Obi ohonoma watena ho 30 years old. And no my device means to be to corrupt every single politician. And not just here this system nankasa. So we need to revamp our civil service. We need to. Oh, kwa je wo birth certificate. Opanyini obekwaba. A case in point. Dr. Emmanuel Ameyaw. Comfort Teaching Hospital. Me bra opanyini no. O kwa jini certificate o. Ewo se medical and dental council. Wo di akoniaba kuru. Ena ye friend is and watchman ka say doctor. Mahunu saja omuka say minchire o. Mahunu se wakoba. Opa bibi. Ukwa ho awi sika fato ho. Waba hunu ma o. Hey. And you ordinachi and also opinion where you Mr. True story. Mr. Next time me ba we 20 naja make sure say you obey bia or did 2 1 hour sigina ho. Are you kidding me? Or ye my ye nadi. Follow up my ye nadi. Me here dear bear and me tiabimu cobra nyina ono so prepare be 100 bia nka ade mana service to say chrome hay. Based on the service, you get a tip. Yeah, they say mine. Okay, so over to us. Maybe they could do one man because almost all baby would be and we have to fight to keep the system functioning because here any opportunity and be in the
on say okay when you break can if you near brubia near but I did meant to say we have more government no have ministers and yeah they are almost share that sector no.
And
are they doing? Because
okay.
there should be something I will bet me yet.
So Obi me kwaya passport to Sunyane. It mean Ministry of Foreign Affairs na me call report to Sadie.
If you need to. If you need to because so what's up?
No, Obi, the solution is Okoko draw no what you for 1 week. What I say? What you have for 1 week, I insist. Because I mean, Wagana and Kamaje. You see, the whole, they use delay tactics and tricks for you to pay more than you are supposed to pay. And for some reason, people feel said almost slow, so they are not able to push. Maybe them could do honoma. Me try for 1 week, 1 month, and be do honoma. I brought why 1 week, make dear, and now 1 day, 2 days be. So that's it. And that is what we gotta do. Krom hano, a man for I won't say I had no more offices whoa. Okono kika ubonso obiati ompede no aye. Ma yen ye kwa no bi to 6 months. Ade a wetua 1 month, 2 months. Na yen nye man. Okwa cobra frustration. Nipa boni ono so ti asori dem on not front seat. 70% Christians. Nipa boni sem kwa. How many are Muslims? Ahe and traditional people. Wo de enfensu on yen kwa na yemre no sa.
Mate, Mr. Mamima Kojo Emremu a second name play me video about Kumasi.
Oh, come answer answer
Idian money.
I think say a mortuary near a unfortunate. Obehuna, I think part of it may be say unse ECG. I'm not saying say it is, we may have to find out what it is. But in our country, no remuneration is a big problem. Say a Sikani nyina kwa akodi article 71 for no me asema me kan minim se benya mane nso meka because that is what it is. Sikana kwa akodi article 71 for no the parliament, the judiciary, the Jubilee House and all that. Na eya na won your problem ne say ye twa na all of a sudden we want to fix it. Well, ye twa all of a sudden there has to be that consistency. Where are the social you for now my say BBC I say if you in a way now, there has to be a body in the system that fights for this thing and fight for it consistently. What I've seen with the labor front and say most of them have been compromised, so they are not able to speak up.
Maybe there should be a social body at me fight it, but does the government actually listen to the no proposals or deba? Government listen to because and some of the social systems, social groups, na say social you are fighting for. The recommendation ba government
So the American said, for instance, me name what these people have done, but share a friends and teachers or more strike here. Negotiation was completed in 2012. So why are you striking now? But you get a point. Between 2012 and all that, it's a senka you some aggression be. So there's here, you some aggressive be to see to the implementation. But you see, their front is always broken. There's a lot of corrupt leaders leading these people. Into you know now I never saw. Uncle can say now will break your monso front. So there is that dishonesty on the part of leadership. Because government they want a way out. Because the labor front, there is a whole teachers for here DBA. And just simple as I say 30% and now we at Tumusa. But you see, me young labor negotiation da. We yan kakran na be one say ankuresi way since you togum ko afeno na yema. But yet now one of us is from 30%. No, every year this is how much. Obetum. Before they realize na yeko omo dia no na bafu na yan dia nkete the civil servants no omo remuneration we need to do something about it, but then all of a sudden about we aba mami say it doesn't work like that. There has to be that consistency that gives you the but we need to look at it mortuary. If I've been to a mortuary me nko obi omu da obakako do said ye see ye man we a police hospital mortuary a very appalling. What I say, a very, very appalling. So we need to look at that and we need to fix it because we don't know what caused the death. And I said, "Yeah, okay, what drew baby or quack told them or quack tadia much the man if you are no codrum, no quack tadia or called Ninsaso Mimpe or Ninsaso Mimpe and Sao Diacoso funum, a ye AC funu, a ye this funu. You see, so many things we take for granted, but one thing leads to another. What I say, I don't think I'm mimicking here. I'm not making baby. So politician so woo your road no so mem hu ni mobo. Politician ko woo your hospital because of lack of facility bia mem hu ni mobo. Politician be ntino na pino the down yem praise God because they should have made it better for us to enjoy and not be the living end.
Me pese me ba ho because omo wo akonya no say omo beba amano ne abehwe omo ho eno no nya ne yen ka sa asem
I know so as I see speaking against
wo de
as
chire
I see kassetia
akape
politicians on mobile baba show mo so no e one fighter as I see atwitwa mu kura yeah obi mi bawo sa wo koye research ehu sika wo mode be hwa mo ho abrochire a obi obesuama Africa obesuama Madagana. We have to speak against it.
Many unia Joe say we swa kontokwa was ade we hu me program suda. It would ya mesra ma yen ko na yen to kwajo minim say afia question obusa e no na ose Ghana card ne se okodu Ghana esese ye force so e ma wo ye Ghana card na so what ya
be afwa obia obeye say bia no odubun say I say abatwo and I say no we be intimate for so but the only thing that ebe how wadwene no say first of all so we Ghana ni na oti ha na obia opeso ko Ghana na ko be account na so bibi wo ha you will be denying that because with that no untimi nye nti se npa ko no interpret e no asese ye for so ne dia and it say ha ya apart from say be a foreigner and no certain many people have first no ultimate the passport now they call they say wo kwa they are demanding other things answer no mobile before I be bank account obako any other services obako any be a friend saying ministries and departments and as agencies be a government then you need to have that Ghana ID card because abiding here data no to plan for the whole country because without data no ultimate plan yes, it's being enforced say amount for be by intimate countries and ma ukrum. But it could do baby also could be a bank account and also open government services be there. Then you are forced to go have it. You say I say we register o phone card you need to me call Ghana format me make sure me Jimmy Ghana card me call Jimmy driver's license me Jimmy Ghana health insurance be the two because you never know over kono be a preoccupy one do kakra even though say you can afford it no e be do be or be a time at the end by na say sika na ho so tia say into these are the things are na sebi yen so are you frama no ne kakra na ye ko Ghana na ye two boss as a me right for no ye doso udu ha aha oko ha na ye catch say me here social security we don't challenge people. All you have to do is leave that office and go and find one and bring it. It is all called Ghana and catch us say, Opeso would today, Yatias here, Ube Piesica, but she say, and Rana on said, before I'll be making it to transactions, you need to have some kind of identification. So, we are Ghanaian, then it will be stated on this as a Ghanaian. Oh, yeah, you can say expatriate, and so your best is say, oh, we are foreign and over and your green card and citizens. No, these are the things, but nobody's going to force anybody, but you are going to force in a way. When you need a service where uni and no ultimate services.
All right.
So
that's it. For some ye be phone lines and me pacha obetimi afre me ofra na mama wakonya no na me wabomod na abamu na so waba aba be ka bi enti bomod na say wo be frɛ me sisi ama me ready messages kakra e wa ha whilst ye friend is saying ya mama reading message no kra e na ya friend ma me fa enipa kra owosi na ye ntoa eso Lucky
Bobby
me ciao
me pat Miss Mitchell so me ciao ni wetie fo nyina sister Efia me ciao bra wo DC me ciao bra kakape a wo Chicago me ciao no na me first question me dem bra kakape wo can say esika amanyofo ba abruchire de behwe wo mo ho yare esika wo mo ba be say no e wo se stop no why are the Nyame so ye MPP ni na so wetimi akasa asem no publicly na misro eye honorable Dokuya Deputy Minister for Trade say ya wo ba Chicago baby awuwe wonyema wonwo Ghana wonu won pese de bakra ne yema de be to Ghana won konko wo Ghana na sebe wakọ watu form say Chicago na ya no babewo na nyembi MPP fo amuwe Chicago munim sebe Ghana e matimi wo form na wono sa deputy minister wono de wonyem ya no de Ghana sika afru plane no about
looking pacho hold on mama asemia wo kan me pacho enye your friend is saying ana OBGH ekoso adwumadie ye ni record wo ho me pache ye bebusa ya ye nya bio.
I braka kape ewo Chicago na o mention se o ya aware se unso ono na asem ti na ema me bi so o si senka ye nim sika wo mo ba be sei no wa ha ehwe enti a won fa bi ntudwa because minim se onim se dokuya ba abrochire na be wo entu de ono na ka ye nti na ama me kan bi nyankopon nhira no so otumi unso ka se asem a me kan ebinom bu be funti ono a wonim Miss second one me de fwa womwa bread yo with this in kakape ka say civil servants no ha Ghana for na yenim say civil servants no ni tickets here from presidential na for ministries na yenim say we Ghana ni na say wo kura nyankopon ma wo vision na wo opportunity na wo se wo kwa akɔyɛ development adwuma kura be boa Ghana for sa civil servants na womu Ghana abro na gise wukotua bribe ma womu nya sa ade a wo hwehwɛ ne ma wo nsan kanda womu nim se womu as professionals no so womu mpo no womu kwa Ghana mpo so womu de bibi papa bi kwa Ghana so womu ankotua bribe ma the civil servants at the highest level na ye ministries ne even presidential level na adwuma no de kwa ye nkani nua Ghana ni be na bia ye no yemfa contract ne ma no eno nso ne patrol so omo civil servant na woti DMV a wono wonimu se soro ho no no ye agiskadi wo ho nto wono nso te ase ye ho no wono nso gibidie ne ebegu egu no eya wo mu nsusu ma ne nkoka ase ye hofo no ye ka ne yie pa de a efiri soro ho because wo di abrofo kra di sikaka ho so wo ko bia adwuma wo Ghana so wo kwa so one could ya bribe a minister, one could ya bribe must be presidential staff as a cry. As some partner would the free room have quest a walk of and yama will climb my own coca. Now, Kuponstra will be a kind of craft Ghana. Now, Kuponstra will be our Bebwa Ghana, Amana Quenin. Now, almost for a woman would almost see a Yatua Bama woman, and so no. Womu yakra womu peso womu beko sa abonchire kankan na ye ka ho asem nti no wo yare obeba ha behwe no ho yare no misre nyankopon sane ejeje wuto Ghana ho a wo no so so koda Ghana mo chire no nyankopon mu nyina enwo Ghana ho no mu nyina na Ghana mo chire na ni wo mu na eba betena ha sei abeda bonchire papa ye ne yeti ha ye ne yetua tax wo ha ye ne wo se ye yare ya ye kwa ha be hwe ye nya wo mu na wo so wo mu gi eskadi wo ho ni wo mu nya bi de behwe wo mu ho yare nyankopon mu nyina enko sa mochire kankan ho no mo nko wo nto fom ho no mo manya Ghana citizenship
Bedase Lucky bedase Gabe
yeah
Lucky there
so my answer now on health no so anytime we want to color problem no one you progress it so what I say
okay
because your car me dokuya wabahada there but me nim crash or be Chicago with all honesty me nim
so me
nim say wababewo but I know say most of them no or mo bababewo for whatever reason it is there. I am looking at one say okay I have a lot of list I can give you NDC MPP whoever that is not what I'm saying. I'm making a general statement because it has always been there. What do I say? Sabi your man penyini dada o kam atamet enyese na ye emergency come be flying out. And when dey na ngu. And if we come here and we want to color politicize the issue now, it will never be solved. Say ya infrastructure. And infrastructure no. Maternity here we can ye. Say maternity ward wo e 40 years obi aba na watwi nani. And obi ama na atese me ya because we better na say okoya ye bisasa wo de foforo wan. You see the way we should desist from that.
I know. Yeah, na me pese.
We should completely desist from that. What am about? Unsa afenye marking. Me bu funu. Unsa afenye marking can say. NDC for MPs ni bi no. Omo yare but because of E-Levy they didn't want to go and do the checkup. Omo da so what do you mean?
What do you mean? My men for be wo phone so. Mesrewo. Mesa ba ho. Meba kwajo so. Hello.
The way we to desist from that.
Hello.
I know. Yeah, now we should completely desist from that.
Hello.
Yes, who said? What do you know? Who said?
Hello.
Feedback to do.
Obi Katino. Non friend.
Because of E-Levy, they didn't want to go.
Me pacha wow friend, sa friend me back bi mo Mr. Wow friend no me pacha
No, no, you need repeat it.
Ai na
Ana ofra o tie nam se wasan fresh so two gadgets. It is say no o mute na na say olowa ne nyesa ebem.
me pacha be ti wa yi no ma me Mr. na entisa.
Aha, enti no issue no ehiam, let us not color it. Your color the same way with giving scholarship to certain government whatever. Sa ane manema ni nyina no. We should find a way to make it, to make a local, So what I say, I am forced to equalize, but I will leave it for today because and then I want to be nationalistic. I want to speak to the issues and waha. So let us find a national solution to it. Na yemfanko yenim. So what I say, and that will help us all.
Kakape mesenya menya nipa no wo yinso me sanfa no. Hello. 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 Oh. Me pacho san free be back be me say wa.
The second one has to do with the
hello?
the civil.
Hello, Obi.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pacho akwesi ni Uruguay. Mechi obi bia.
Kwasi kwaba.
Mechi aya. Mon fancha me my true ansi kakra. I've been a true ansi for a long time. My koboni nti mon fa mon cham kakra 1 or 2 things bi nti.
Anya hwe kwaso.
Awo bia na wo de bia ewu mu ha. Obi opening na okasa no kakape no ma twen ama no papa ka chese me bo na abaso. I say opening Madam Ruki Kai say ya mention no obo na abaso. I think say ebe asenka ebenya omu ngofo do follow some political party bia ebenya nyimpa bi musa. Senka yenya nyimpa bi musa. Ana nka omo aka no kre na yaye ye hu aduro hwe mo kire asema oka bia nimpa nyane kra echia sene ye preserve body no na system si edwuma encha sa nimpa bebrebe na omu wo man mu nka ye baye ho nhihye na ntutue bi sabi eseyi no kra no mpo no sane amoche no bi mo tititi eseyi a nsuo tumi fa eseyi so a ye num sansuo no nimu yare no untumi o enam ne mbo a nsuo no efa prese yi no so kogu nsuo ma ye chi mu na mwe ne nsambi nti ye man no kwa na ye twoki no mebi nkoyi nti head side no no bebre wo ka ne eba na eyi na matwa makaka pepa sa waka no kre asama no ka no waka no kre pefi se o ye NPP ni nyoma nkoyi obaka message senga no program no because this must be no kre enyoma nkoyi mumu buman munim so man nkoyi na mo politicians and leadership by example no
anya nyoma nyina na
odan oman ni jana mo besa mo yero America
kwasi hold on anya nyoma ni nyina na nkoyi ebi koyi pa anya se anyinyi nyina na nkoyi unfortunately say
obi e ka ya pomuden ho asem na nsen yesi e ma me bi okwo hospital oka baby ewo efie nkwanta o se takrade ho baby ijai ni side watakrade ba okwo no ka baby omo so omo wugufo ena yesi doku obi ono ye MPP o so ye politician o se leaders no bi o ye politicians ni bi ono fly be Chicago no be deliver safely oya na obi on tun yes man ni bi na yedi boss abla no
kwasi eno mini hu evidence
nobody can talk obi no betumi aye u page ni bibi ye page no addition moja cover o no kwa na ye can play
I know
this play nim fa ye can cry ya ko research
there me what evidence no me ba metimi aka but no mini hu evidence papa nti mesre wa
na ye mpanimfo yi obi mi bisa question na ye mpanimfo omo yere omo mmase omo yere wa amono ni bi
ɛne deɛ ba deɛ ɔmo ba ne
Ɔmo
deɛ
yɛ-
ɛntumi ɛnyɛ
Nansi obi ade bɛbɛda ne tiri mi nkyɛn ɔbaa yɛ mepɛ sɛ mɛbɔ ne din ɔsɛ mouse sɛ dɛ bɛda ne tiri mi ɔwɔ ne sika nti ɔbaa bɛsa ne ho yɛrɛ sɛ yɛahyehyɛ yɛ kɔn die a na yɛ mama ɔmo bibi yɛ ne yie doctors yɛ ne yie ɛna yɛ de system si bi na ade bi check nneɛma nyinaa yia nke yɛbɛyɛ obi a ɔkora mpo a na yɛrɛ bi a ɔyɛ no bi mpo a na nka haban duro na ɔmbɛyɛ scratch from the tradition wokɔ China traditions edwuma na ɛyɛ edwuma haban na adeɛ sɛ yɛ structure ne yie
kwasi otam na so
yɛwɔ sɛ mpanyinfo yɛ health ɛkɔ yie nti na
mami nja
mo mbɔ ɔman no ro
but otam na so mesre wa
why wotɔn abura wotɔn yie ɔmo ase make we dance yɛ minka obi bia ba ko bye bye
hello
Obi.
yeah we are say
Yeah.
akwaba
Yeah.
me ba cho we are say manenko
Akona ka say
wa wie nti wobetimi akasa mafa wona nko ade wo so
da was me. Me kiasi se fiasi ani unia be na ni program.
ka peni
Na
kwajo
ma munjam se se na me beti bi kakra. Na sister ya ofre ya na o kase. Politicians ne ba be wo a. Ana ye politics ya me na me pese me ka bi because Ghana na ye politics no. Ana nyede. Too blind and the person who I am. Nipa na o ba be wo ha no no.
kwasi yetio
Nipa na o ba be wo ha no no. Oba as government official and so Oba as individual. So Oba as individual, boni bi anyone. Meaning say so Oba bi nyim obi your government no be wo ha. Oba ha no mo with government no to say or ya ban nipa no be wo ha say. It doesn't work like that. Nipa no ba be wo as individual. And it's or a politician, but on the personal life will live. I'm not holding breath for any MPP, NDC, government member. But to live a war, that's all. I am non prerogative. Or more as government official, or more as individual, and over. But it be anyone.
kwasi the notion e wachi ni say health sector ni good let's just forget about say ebia obe wo ha na ebia obenya aha a passport ama ne ba but say health sector ni good wa why would you want to tell
Obi,
plenty
I can also argue that there are so many government officials here. Ghana, they don't come here. And then there are so many government officials here. Ghana, government officials no, and Ghana no. Yes, do you know the successes? Secondly, you can say Ghana money managing. I can say as if say be a John Mahama and I say good word better congressional or man that. But this president did something. I commendable. But yeah, Ghana for your kind in such a way as if say John Mahama the better congressional one that any two and not a good word by on your that. There are some departments here. They did very well. Oh my idea. And there are some other areas here. Oh my idea. But you can't Ghana for you coming in album. Oh money in what way?
and you say kwasi wo kase munye den meboa enyo ma ekoso ye wo ho ana
Ghana, ba Ghana na ye nyini ye no. Ghana enye mereda. Me who Ghana I mereda. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. Any fear ye no. I figure 17 ye who see a no. Maybe me who say Ghana I mereda. But governments of Mobile, they try. Obia try, even though they could have done better. No, Obi can't just John Mahama ever try to just want to be the other. But Ghana football, John Mahama treats as if John Mahama was the worst president Ghana has ever had. But then, yeah, because John Mahama was better. Minim Ghana, yeah, Ghana, I even under President Kufuor, people were crying, said Kufuor didn't be there. But your money at the Queen say so be a NDC for boys. Now, say some George and then a saga like it way. Brains. But the problem is that when they go in the government, they save the party. They don't serve the nation. The same applies to MPP people. Could you upon Chroma? Come on, no, young journalists, no. When no president, our boy will say, but no government, or several MPP government, not Ghana. I did also I can't want someone no. Omko presidency, they serve the party, not Ghana.
I think I see what time.
Madam Asiwobi.
All right, Medasipa. Kwajo kasa ya che mame mbra wo so kakra mame. Kwajo she o.
Mewa.
Kwajo ensem ya enkrofo akekan emu de he na wo udi bi befo aso ana se wo be kasa sa de we de me yi ano ama emu de he ya.
Yeah, unum se ade bo hono ma yenka ministers, any government appointees, any MDs, directors of state institutions are Sebia omo yare no moban. Yenina yenim se enye, and I'm against it. By the miniaka and one say politics will be a within the buo honso politics no all no. Na obono brother da. Yemfa ne se wo. Autina na se na no. Ibia wako Ghana, wako ware. Wo yire ababeda ni minister. And also ababa government appointee. Na at the end of the day, or baha no babe na ni kunu wo ha no babe wa. And no just say or the abansi kana buy na. Because we establishment a wo babe ye ntine no nipa no unim ni kunu. Unim ni bibia unim ni situation na owa na de bakro mu hadada. Bi oba hadada. And enye no kwa ye wo Ghana fo yinyina ye nim sikafo a omo every day omo nyimo a opetimi ma obitimi ma na yede betena 9 months because na saying onyim na wa football so omo ma omma ye ma betena krom ha 9 months omo wuwie pe no wadane no ho no kọ intima ye mfa ye ni nkosuo no ye nka sesa de ko no nde make no enye ministers nko a o. This is something that go through across the board. That of ABA education, no, you're appointing forever. 30 years, and they were doing 30 years now, pension about. So, Uncle now have disadvantages. Omutimi no mano no, you didn't cotton baby near a year show them. Sisicana bind a demand and also when the chrono be a wabo, said you know, they are you need. I see a cassette about my man individual say or be a baha because of your minister. Wouldn't my brabo be on Pacono Wabo and a brabo man and maybe obey minister now. So to the major nothing. Tiano ni idea CFA. And I can't ba civil servant. Yemra pono email kwanse aban current me civil servant. Apart from say oh yeah government appointee no. Civil servant. Aban to me you wadi. Enti say yeah do kwatena ho say hwe ebia adwuma we ano na unye ni yi a na ye koba ye bo kwa do kra wi a the civil servant law no say untimi yi nipa na dinti dey say nti say wo bi akoko border na ye ni do ko ebia me friend say Ghana water say kokoye adwuma wo. That is the law. Until see a better
me na me minister. Me who say ebia civil servant also ye penimu no o sabotage adwuma no say the be me ministry no be ye adwuma na. Na say what transfer wa.
Only ye bia so be yin edi. Oni tumi bia be mampon no kire say woni tumi so be
transfer because who hinda me person me possible.
Enye easy nso sa it have to go through process. What dream na wo assume say nipa kono say be or sabotage and now you have a concrete evidence to produce say company about sabotage. Because one say na more ministers ni anko no banyina no say contract ban e bibia any ministers na sensan bibia your directors are more no sensan bibia. It's just there for government policies and programs to be looked at. Apart from no, they have very limited way say. Because minister ni hontino, minister and sign signature be for check. Minister and sign be everything go through the directors now. What we dream government. You buy 30 years and you do your fourth republic. Will be a traffic over corporation. Abanko, NDC, Aquaba, MPP, Aquaba, MPP, Asamba, BNSA, and the same people no are running the show. Who call is go on Hong Kong about new politicians being end on the whole. A civil servant directors and accountants are omushuno, oko office and shuno for arena. Sike guna ni bibi so no. Meka kire wa ubenu ho. Ba ye mom.
You be for be a line so. Mr. Why? my main postal kakra, my main phobia line so my who say Lucky Asamba. Lucky.
Broby, Broco Joe me patro with your winter massa basso. Na say ebi a yenimu se nipa no me de doku ade na menim for a fact nti no na meka ebi a na nikunu kra ya American citizen and ebi kra na nikunu te Chicago ho ye adwuma nti wo mo ana agbo wo mo bra me patro wo se okunu ne yemfa ne se ebi a okunu ye citizen nti na opeso obewo ne ba wa ha me patro so we ya American citizen a na se ukọ to Afghanistan kra mpa woba no ye de ubetumi afile the citizen ehia sa wo yere na wo Ghana no full claim ebe kurom ha be wo je passport no se corona wo so no se healthcare no na eye papa na enya no ebi a wo pese wo dwane because so so obekokwa lebu akwa wo no ba no anhwekra mpa asebe makohwere mo kwan se enya healthcare na ye problem no many pana sebi sika da ne botom no or person will avoid going to the healthcare system no senya no nko ene nkeka citizenship keke nko dia ene nkie nyina ye gitum se pe this United States Constitution no se wukita krom ha passport na se wukọ woto Somalia kra mpo a ubetumi a file ama wo ba na nya passport ehia se sebe akola no wo be fe wo to
Mama, Miss Robebre, mo ato aso de ba. This is the situation I hear kana. Me example edema obi. Me nim se Miss Dokuya ni kunu eye asomasi anaso benten anaso ye citizen. But the me patche ni se Ghana ye wo ministers ni MDDs ni bebre omo ayire no nyina ya wo mo Ghana. Ba wonso unnim se ye Ghana fo bebre na nso no peso wo maneba ebebenya ahakrata inti minye sure say bia yo bokwa kwa wo no wo
ikawa no eho ka me ka se kuro ni ye papa se kuro ni ye papa me pa cho wo se kuro na wo mu ne mu ye papa ene mu having kuro ni mu citizen no eya asem papa enka sabio se we ye civil servant o se we ye den o eya dan na wo ka se o pese wo avoid eya re ho sem ne ye ka ne sa no
na bi o
the Americans are also picking Ghana citizens. And never go on up to the individual.
Individual ana de ye kan menu mi ni na say menu mi ni na
American yeah wo ye Ghana citizen kra wo and ban still have the opportunity to be a citizen bro obi asem American na say enya citizen no nko an na hia wo mu health
menu mi ni na betena kromo a mebo a ba ya betena
hold on kwajo mame mane fa na no nsi na mema onyina no empacho nsi
kakape asem American wo hene Mr. Mo ena bra penny na odi kan efre yo kasa na mso ofi se bia me against MPP we nya MPP ni NDC asemu we ya
and if Fagbagben the no example and not do ku Fagbagben
pape we dia wonwe yemfa we dia ordinary civil servants we dia yemfri doku ya so we dia yemfa ne say enya civil servant kra yekuro Ghana no sebe obi a obetumi akwaje visa oh me nitietie mo ane say bra obi say nka your health system no eye papa enka enhia so oba anyima ofiri krom so for safety reason and health reasons in general wo baby ena senki ekuro ni yedi ni na ye papa enka emma wo bi adwene mu say sabe me be wo Ghana this year now I want to avoid the Ghanaian citizenship and the Ghanaian birth certificate by any means necessary. And to one way, Miss Wobi, now Swobi and one to play with. Now, what background, how where you know what third trimester, no, me fancy a couple some men were train line, no, Dr. Krabeka to say plain cry. And so, sister, no, by any means necessary. No person would then ban by heaven. Manuesi.
Let us say, Grape, your time no, I be nye sure say ye be to me, at waso, and intino, my mema about 3 minutes be na a wrap up, na men coco johona cojuso, and wrap up na afe, yamfa and sorry so. Tikape, ultimate can me bacho cosumami. Capel, Kakapeteminka. Kakapel Timinka. Kwajo Timinka.
Me don't go obi.
Kwajo di kan rap mami ansana kakape oti enkan wa ba mbacho rap mami.
Yeah, and say I'm so excited. Say Ghana for we are very interested in our country. Inte ya de papa. You know about me about your kasa general. Obi anya against you. But you know the person you who say bibia ye be bia no. Yeah, at the aboa where the contribution of Mother Ghana. That is the most important thing. Nti no ye baha ye modern say bibi enko ye ne yebeka ba ma ye personalizing the bebre ebi wa ha obi a wonim nipa no e kakra nti na ebi a wodi gina so no ba e ba ne say a public domain say best say ebi a ne ni fat ne nyina especially yan ye tie no ye ni fat ne nyina na wontimi embonkro ne nyina wa ha na ye ntimi na e normal so a enko ye no yenka ye koye no so ye bon na Ghana no ena pani ba akoka no me fi say me fi amadui me ko me 50 Ghana nye mreda America ha etie kura ha nye mreda ewi aso no sa na bra bodin setie nyina nye pe nyina se bebo ye homodin se bebo bra ma na konenim
Eda se kwajo kakape also.
Yeah, me was up anyini.
Kakape mbacho rap up mami wa mesre wa na your time na.
Aha, me that's it. Anytime we beba radio so we want to be nationalistic and not political. Then they want to keep drawing us into the politics. But at the end of Honoma, we are sana you won't have there, Oko, usi, meme say. So be wa bem, no didn't see kaba. No about be yen. Canada Japan so about no be spending 283,000. I don't know who cares. I am talking about your budgeting for them to go and do routine checkup. What I say? I didn't want to say it, but I don't have a choice. Speaker of Parliament or NDC former TSS or Massey University of Ghana Medical Center, where state of the art, world class. What I say? Me person me didn't yadi about 2 hours. But I do the call who Dubai no. It can't mean San Ghana. So let us not individualize, personalize it. And that's our conversation, The thing they say, in health sector in such a way, say these people, even if we have to designate a place and specialize it for these politicians, yet the country, we have the expertise, we have people in there to look after and make sure say and very significant and very important. And that's a woman akwenya na yebabe di nkomo. A lot of things, and a lot of new stuff, and we are always going to need MPP to make sure say Sani man or dada. Yansha the ID card, Yansha ambulance services, Yansha drones, and Yanyakoyambobo. Most of this, but these are things that is ongoing. 1D, 1F, opinion, free SHS. So that's here. Says here, you can say ambulance no 370 at the bar. Yes, I procure 100 more in addition to it. And the government is aggressively looking at it. But I say no, so we shall be say we enjoy BB or Hanma. There is a period, maybe 50 years of consistency of provision of that service. And yeah, all of a sudden now, what I say, sometimes you need to build upon what already exists. By your buy a name of Hanma, ya sas ya da. A binimo by your man twas or a fene ye twaso, a fene ye. So what I say, and we always have to speak to a yen and say, young Koswani and your way ya dear on your said your opinion be by no, or ya dear in this area. I had young Koye into your hakakra. Now, and then you start E-Levy. Near as I see a bomb there will be because there is still a lot of misconception over there. Now, young fire name Kumo say, I law number, your budget you start digitization. Any road infrastructure you can anywhere near Bissase, she can hear at the end of the year. Nania Hinia Dura Hania Dura Hania Hinia Dura. Other than we demonize it, we forget it, they throw us into the discussion fray, and then we forget about what it is that we should ask from the politician. And then before we realize, at the end of baby, near some baby, at the end of any hole, who one year, politician, they were back up, and so what, Kufu Bako. Running Sabako, meals Sabako. At the end of the day, we keep complaining and complaining. Let's take focus and make sure so wait dear Maya near the Koyan. Obi Yamin Shrao. Yamin Shro BBR be make key contribution. That's a Yakwaya Beba near the Biaba Becamo. That's
Kagape medase kwajo medawase medamunyi na amase se ene metunsa frame no in fact motimi aba ene mabeye sa discussion we ada kuma se yehopu se ye fremu biemu a mobetimi aba na afi mo aba bekyekere enoma ni so ama ye nyina yate ye ho ase kapɛ NPP ni kɛseɛ ɛwɔ Chicago kwadwe nso so ɛwɔ DC ɛyɛ aha Washington DC yenya na afia ɛbɛka yɛ ho briefly Nana Williams ɛyɛ Lucky nso so ɛfrɛ baamu kwasi frɛ yɛ ɛna afei so Prince nsia nso so ɛfrɛ ɛyɛ ewiase abusuafo a mohwɛ mi nyinaa aha ɛna nnɛ mede saa ɛkɔso dwumadie discussion ya yɛ no OBGA series every Sunday bia no aha ɛna nnɛ mede AC me pacho sa ukọ YouTube a me pacho obetimi akọ subscribe na wanya bi ahwe ewo ho na Facebook so bomod na se obe like yen na se obe kọ eno so utumi ekọkọ like ye ewo ho ukọ follow ye o Facebook ade de beto obi a no me pacho obenya na wabaso ebi se opesa obaso na unim politics mu in fact any other field bia we ya de bia no o mama so tia wo hu nimdie nko a me de obeba ama ya beka ho asem ya de yi education ya de manipa information ya de manipa na ye ni nipa nso so I interact ewa ha eno nti de ye di sa adwuma we nti bomod na efa ho gimu na be follow ye se de be ya ye nyina ye betimi aboa na ya build Ghana ene ye ya ye ho ye sua de eno na betimi ya ma ye tumpon ewa ya brabo mu As I want to make a be more within the Obi Minajumedina, Midi who chame. Namayaduma Sunday, ye beside for fro at the aba. A woman swa, ya short video, ye be reacted to it when ye be a nawahe and also so. Yenta will be a, it is a wasam banas ye can, the patch money your say a town. Yenta will be a, ye do be a, Edamase, Muma by.